Okay, so this is my speedometer cable for my Mercedes W123. These have two sizes, either 1300 or 1400, like 1420 or something like that. So my odometer does not work. And my odometer does not work, and my speedometer don't work. The speedometer goes by a cable, so the cable broke. The reason the odometer doesn't work is there's a gear that runs from the cable to the numbers. And the thing is, there's one gear that always spins and it's connected to another gear, and sometimes that connection gets loose and you have to open it up. So I already did that, I forgot to film. So now I'm going to teach you how to do speedometer cable. Underneath here, you got these. 1, 2, I lost that. 3. You also have that. And another one here. Another one here. You take this off. I can't really zoom out, but you take this off and you'll get underneath. And you push this out. And if you're trying to take out the dash completely, it helps to pop that off. Don't worry about airbags exploding on you. There's no airbag. This is from the 80s. You die like a real man. Just pop this off. Get that. I marked it, so you can take this whole thing out. You have way more room to take this out. After taking these 3 out, the lower 2 are these types. You only have to rotate them 90 degrees and they pop right out. Next, remove this. You unscrew one here and one here in the back, and it removes this unit from this, and you can get so much more room to get underneath and push this out. Side note, to get this off, you don't want to just crank it, because then you'll turn this, and you don't want to lock and do it against the lock, because then you'll fuck up the... Yeah, have your buddy hold it and then unscrew that. Okay, I got that out. Now you can get underneath. Oh, fuck, how do I feel this? Okay. See, it just dangles. Get that out underneath. Now you can stick your hand out. So this is where the gauge cluster is, right there. So you just stick your hand in here, and you can, I don't know if you can see that. Comes out, and then you can see it comes out like that. Alright, and to get more access, obviously you don't have to, but taking this steering wheel, you don't have to, but taking the steering wheel out makes a big difference. So until then, I'm going to jack up the car to get underneath and remove the cable for the speedometer. So I got the bolt out. So before you take this out, I would mark it. Can you see? Yeah. That way when you take this out, you know where to put it back. So here's the back of it. You gotta start unplugging all this stuff. That, come on. That attaches to this. That to this. And that's the speedometer cable. Okay? And that goes down, down, down. It goes... Shit, can you see? This cable right here. This cable right here. Okay? Goes in. And there. Firewall. Goes underneath. Goes underneath. All the way down. Follow it down. goes to the transmission, which is right. See, it follows it. It follows all the way right there, and that's where it broke. Now I replace it. Okay, so there's a bolt right there, and that pinches the metal to squeeze that. So you gotta remove that bolt, and then you can wiggle that out. Now you just retrace the line, undo, 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 go all the way up, and then pull this out and put in a new cable. So there are a couple clips on the underside of the transmission that holds this thing still. This piece, come on, this piece right there kind of protects the hole you see right there from the firewall. And once you pull that out, you just yank it, and then this should come out, and there is your cable, your odometer cable. And if I'm nice, I should be able to. Alright, I'm gonna get this out and then I'll show you. So the one on top is new, the one on bottom is old. So when you're looking for these, you have two options, like I said. I would call your Mercedes dealer and have them tell you. I think it's either 1320 or 1420. Mine that I ordered is 1420 because that's what they told me. You'll find out at the end of this video whether I'll be cursing or not, because I trust a Mercedes. They told me for my 240D 1982 I need 1420. So that's what I got. I bought it on Pelican, some Bilstein. There it is. So now I install it. We'll find out what happens. Okay, so this is the old one. You can see the cable broke off. This is the new one. This interacts with the odometer and speedometer. So look how thick this is compared to this insulation. So, like I said, there's this old piece. This is the old piece that protected it from the firewall. This is the new one. This is much bigger. Well, it's also thicker, and it's more block shaped in profile compared to this. But more importantly, this is thinner compared to that. So we cannot install it this direction from engine bay into the interior because of this being so thick. It will not fit that hole. That hole. Okay? This will not fit. So we have to install it this direction from interior, going down, and you have to go through into that hole. Same hole. Right? You have to go this way. And you have access right here to the pedals. So that hole is way too small for this to go in, to go through, because it goes this way because of this tube, and that part attaches to the transmission underneath. So we can get it through until here, going this way. If we install it this way, we can get it until here, because we can't get this big stopper through that hole. We'll figure something out. So we try to put a zip tie around this and pull it through this direction. the way we were talking about. But we figured, fuck that. We're just gonna cut that insulation, pull it through this direction from engine bay into the interior, and then we'll put the insulation back on. Alrighter. So much easier. My friend pushed it. I pulled it a little bit. Not really pulled, but he pushed it here with the chisel. And it just got in. And now we're going to tape the insulation back up. And then connect it through. And everything should be okay. So I got that threaded back onto the dash. Okay. So I got that threaded on.
Does it go clockwise or counterclockwise?
Not sure, but just to spin it just to see.
Yeah?
Yeah, there you go.
Good?
Yep, everything's connected. Cool, so now we push this back in to place. Steering wheel on, but I'm not so optimistic. I'll put this on, install the rest of it underneath, then I'll put the steering wheel back on. So, since I'm here, I'm taking this off, and we need a bolt, a wrench for that one, for the oil pressure. And then I'm taking these off because I'm here. I might as well replace the dash lights because sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. Since we're here, we might as well change the light bulbs, which we did. So that's what these light bulbs are, old ones. And what I was saying is, with the odometer, this should be, most odometers stop working because this is direct drive with this. And that is directly connected to that. Okay, so this is supposed to be, see how this moves everything? These two are supposed to be connected. In other cars, this loosens up and gets disassociated with this. So when this spins, this stays still. That's what I took apart the first time to glue it. Now I'm trying to fix the button here on the front. This piece fell off. So when you press that button, this one, it resets the odometer. But mine does not work anymore. My buddy Drew figured it out. We use this pin, is supposed to go through here. Shit. This pin right here, and then this goes on here. But because there's nothing stopping it, it falls out all the time, and that's why the odometer reset does not work. So I'm just gonna glue it in. So there you go. Now I'm gonna glue that. So when it press that lever for me so they can see. Press the lever. There you go.
The button would be here.
Exactly. So the button would be right there. Exactly, because this pin falls out all the time, making this piece fall out, which the actuator. Okay, so I'm gonna glue that hole right there and put everything back together. So get that cable, feed it through, install it there. You have to get that bolt all the way out. Oh, how do I zoom in? That bolt, you need to get that bolt all the way out, and then the cable can insert fully. There might be a bushing in there getting in the way. Yeah, that, and then now put everything back and go for a drive. Alrighty, I'm on the road. My speedometer works. My odometer works. Oil, temperature. Gas gauge is a little bipolar, but it averages. Clock stopped working, but speedo and odometer's fixed. So, hoot hoot.